young coders, welcome to Learning Wise and I'm your host Kamlesh Sharma. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the interface of Scratch. Yes, you heard me right. The wait is finally over and we are going to have a complete walkthrough of all the components of Scratch, how we can do the small activities over Scratch. So it is going to be a very interesting video. So I want you people to spare a good amount of time so that you can watch the video till the end and practice it also on your PCs. So let's quickly jump over to our laptop screen. Okay, so as you can see, I'm on my laptop and here I've got the Scratch 3.0. This is the offline version, or let us say this is the the desktop version of this application, and now it is loading up. Let's just wait for it to get loaded, and then I'm going to show you its interface. And as I promised you in my last tutorial, I am going to teach you all the aspects of this interface. Okay, so here the screen is divided into three parts, as you can see. Okay, on the top there is this small menu bar, okay, which has a file, edit, tutorial and Scratch project. This is the name of the project. Okay, we'll talk about it a little later on, but let us focus on the three major parts of this interface. On this left hand side you can see code. Okay, so first part is this part, okay, which has the code, costume and sound. The second part is called the stage, S-T-A-G-E, stage, and this is the third part, which has your sprite. Okay, so these are the three main parts of the interface, okay, along with this menu bar. Now let us go and check them one by one. As I told you, this is the coding part, the code part. Okay, so basically this is the block palette. We call it block palette. Now what does this block palette mean? Block palette is basically having, as you can see, this is motion, look, sound, events, control, sensing, operators, variables and my blocks. Okay, so here you have got all the blocks, okay, and they are colored as per, I mean they are categorized as per the colors. Okay, like all the codes, all the block related to motion are categorized into this particular category. All the blocks related to looks are categorized into this looks category, which is purple in color. And similarly like this, okay, whichever you are going to click, it is going to show you the related blocks. Okay, but if you take your cursor down, if you just scroll down, everything is just kept at one place. All right, so the only benefit of clicking on these blocks is they are going to be displayed right in front of you. When I click on looks, all the looks related blocks are here. All the sound related blocks will come here when I click on sound. Similarly, when I click on events, they'll appear here. Similarly, control, okay, in the same way sensing related the blocks will also come here. Okay, same situation is with the operators, which are green in color, variables which are orange in color, and the last one is my block, so you can make your own block also. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, if you think what are these and how to go about it, not to worry. We are going to discuss each of these blocks in a very systematic manner, so do not worry about this. Okay, now in this section also we have got two more categories. If you look here, we have costumes. Okay, but before talking about costume, let me first talk about the sprite to you. Okay, now what is this sprite? Sprite is nothing but the main character, or I can say the hero of this entire Scratch 3.0. Okay, basically this Scratch programming is nothing but the block based programming language wherein you can develop your programming logic, okay, without getting bored, right? like we do in C, C++, Java, Python. We do hardcore programming there, and we write so many lines of codes there. We do a lot of programming. We think about a lot of logics and we implement it. Okay, and there, if we make even a single mistake, okay, of colon or maybe semicolon, or many times, the languages are also case sensitive. So even a small mistake is going to create a lot of problem for the programmer. But that is not the case here in Scratch, because you have this cat. It's a very cute looking cat, okay, and its name is Sprite. And here you have got all the codes which you are going to just drag and drop here in the stage area. As I told you, this is the block palette, this is the stage, and this is the sprite area. Okay, so whatever blocks you are going to drag and drop here in the stage area, they are going to be implemented on the sprite. Okay, so although I'm not going to teach you any programming in this tutorial, because here I want you to get acquainted with the interface. You should know what are the various parts, what are the various sections of this interface. Okay, so we have got the sprite, okay, and at the back side of the sprite we have got this area. This is called the stage or the backdrop. Alright, now let us look into this third section of Scratch interface, which has our sprite, okay, which is our cute cat. As you can see, this orange looking very cute cat is here. Its name is, the technical name given to it is sprite, okay, and here towards the bottom side, towards this right edge, you can see the various options related to sprite and the backdrop. We'll check them one by one. Okay, so here you can change the name of your sprite. Let's say I want to give it a name, my sprite. So here we go, the name has been changed here also. Okay, and with this show and hide, you can choose to have the different visibility. If you want to view the sprite here on screen, let it be view show, and if you want to hide it, you can click on this hide option. Alright, so if you want to bring it back, click on show. Okay, then let us look into the size and direction. See the size. If I want to if you want to reduce the size of this sprite, you can choose any size of your own choice. Let's say instead of 100 I want to give it 50. Press enter. You can see the size is reduced. Now instead of 50 I want to change it to 500. Okay, now see the change. Okay, the size has increased a lot. Now let me make it back to 100, and here we go. Now let's try changing the direction. Now see, the moment you click on this text box, you can see the angle here. Okay, so the best part is, instead of typing by your own self, you can just move and see the result here. Okay, so you can keep moving to change the direction of your sprite. Okay, let's say I want to have this let's say this much. Okay, so the direction of my sprite has changed. The size can also be changed. Another thing to notice here is x and y coordinates. Okay, now I'm sure you must have studied that the horizontal axis is the x-axis and the vertical axis is the y-axis. Okay, the same thing is here. This horizontal is the x-axis and this vertical is the y-axis. Okay, this is useful when we are going to look into the coding. Okay, so don't worry, we'll see the usage also. Now if you want to change the sprite, now suppose you don't like this cat, you want to change it, so you can click on this choose a sprite, and you have got the four options here. First is choose a sprite, then you can even paint the sprite yourself. You can have a surprise sprite, or if you have any image on your laptop, you can choose that. You can upload a sprite of your own choice. Okay, now right now I'm going to click on this first option, and you can choose any sprite of your choice. Let's say I want to have Abby. Now interesting thing is, see, we have got these categories here. In all category, all these category will be included. Otherwise they are animal, people, fantasy, dance, music, sports, food, fashion and letters. Okay, now let me show you a little bit. Can you see the movement here? these movements show you the different costumes related to the sprite. Okay, like Abe has got these movements. Now Amin, it has also got certain movement. Now let's see the ball. This ball has got the change in color. Ballerina, like this. These are the different costumes of this ballerina sprite. Andy, Anina dance, Apple. Now see, Apple is not moving. Apple is not showing you any change. That means Apple has got no costume related to it. Now this arrow has also got 3 costumes related to it. Okay. Alright. So now what are these costumes? I'll tell you a little later on. Let's click on back. Okay. Oh, I didn't change. Let's click on Abe. So as you can see, I've got another sprite here. Okay, you can choose to change the name of the sprite. You can change the size as I told you. Okay. Now another thing, instead of this backdrop, if you want to change the backdrop of your this area, you can click on this. You can choose a backdrop, you can paint a backdrop, you can have a surprise backdrop, or you can upload the backdrop from your own device also. But today, since this is the introductory video, I'm going to click on this first option, which is choose a backdrop. And here we go. See, these are the categories available: fantasy, music, sports, outdoors, indoors, space, underwater, and patterns. Okay, and in the all category, all these categories will be included. Right? Let's say I want to have this blue sky, and here we go. Okay, the backdrop has changed. Alright, so this is the section related to sprite and the backdrop. I hope you would have understood this thing, and let us now check this costume and sound. Okay, now costume. Now basically costumes are the different the positions or the different costumes available with the respective sprite. Okay, not every sprite has got different costume, but there are certain sprites which have got the costume. But don't worry, I mean, you must be thinking, what is this costume all about? The costume will be used in the animation. Okay, when we put the motion into the sprites, then we need to look into the costumes. Okay, so when there will be animation, when there will be motion, what will be the next move of your sprite? In that scenario, you'll be using costumes. Okay, so here you can see this is the second one. Okay, if I click on fast, you can see the movement, right? This is the third costume of Abe, and this is the fourth one. Okay, right. So these are the costume related to every sprite in your Scratch software. The next one is the sounds. Right. Now see, when you will be learning about the programming later on, when you will do the projects yourself, then you will see how you can add the sound also. Okay, and in that scenario we'll be using this sound option. Okay, you can click here and you can choose the sound. You can choose a sound from the library, I mean from the Scratch options available, or you can record a sound by your own self. Okay, you can have a surprise, you can upload a sound file. We are going to check out all these options later on, one by one. So don't get overwhelmed with all the options available here. We'll be checking out each and every option in a very systematic manner. Alright, and yeah, here the Scratch project, which you can see here in this text box, this is nothing but the name of the project, and you can choose a different name for the project. Okay, let's say I can have my first Scratch project. Alright, so this is the name of my project now. And then yeah, a very important thing which I forgot, I'm so sorry. This is go and stop. Okay, when we are going to make the stories or animations, or we are going to work over the Scratch, we are going to click on go to start the animation, and we are going to click on this red button to stop the animation. Okay, so this is like go for start and this red button for stop. All right, now let us look at these three buttons. Okay, these three buttons are going to change the interface a little bit. If you click on this, the stage is going to be a little bigger. Okay, and if you click on this, it is going to bring it normal, right? Equal emphasis on the three parts. And this is the full screen control. Okay, so here you can have the full screen view of your animation, or maybe the story, or maybe the game, whichever you have created. Once you click it back, you'll be back to the normal view. And here you can see this is the this globe button, and this drop down here, it is going to show you the different languages that can be used. Okay, see, these are the different languages which can be used, but right now I'm not going to change it because I want to use it in English only. Okay, I don't think that Hindi is available so far. Probably it will come in the next version. Let's hope for the best. And in the file, you can have the new load from your computer and save to your computer. So if you want to have a new project, you can click on new. A new project will come up. Okay, if you want to open a project which is existing on your computer, you can click on the second option. And in order to save this project, you can click on save to your computer, this third option. Okay, next is edit. Okay, you can restore and turn on the turbo mode. And the next is the tutorials. Okay, now that's very interesting about Scratch. You can learn on your own self. Okay, so these are very small small tutorials are there, and they are going to teach you how to animate a name, or imagine a world, make music, or animate a character. You should go and check it out. Check all these tutorials by your own self to educate yourself. Okay, so I think I've covered each and every aspect of the interface in this video, and that's all. Yeah, one thing is left, which is add extension. Let's click on this also. See, with the help of add extension, we can have different things added to our Scratch project. Like we can have text to speech. You can put the text and it can be converted into the speech sound. Okay, you can have the microcontroller. You can connect your project to the microcontroller. You can connect it to Lego games, right? You have the option of using pen, or you can play them in instruments also, video sensing also. Okay, so there are many options which you can use, but they are a little on the advanced side of Scratch. Okay, so for applying all these extensions, you will have to wait a little bit and get yourself fully aware about what is this Scratch. Okay, so that's all in this video. I hope you would have understood the entire interface of this Scratch 3.0. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye, and stay tuned to Learning Wise for more upcoming videos.